Oh, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here, where was I? Do that. Where's that at? It's in the subtool.
That. Jump back onto the foot. And the first thing I want to do is set my brush up. Now, I tend to use one brush when I'm doing my concepting, and just because it gives a more spray paint type feel to it, and it also spreads nicer, I find. You can use whichever brush you like. I tend to use the standard brush for painting with the stroke set to color spray.
Missing a step around here, I think.
Here we go. So the first thing you want to do is use a different material to the startup material, whichever startup material that you have. I tend to go for Skin Shade 4, as this gives me a nice blank color to work on, and you can see the color better in this with this material. So the most important thing, though, to remember is to use references. So I'm going to be using a foot of an emu as reference for my texturing. I'm going to try to make the textures as close to that reference as possible, using the techniques that I know inside of Zbrush. It's not going to be 100% the same, like photorealistic, but it will be enough for a simple color map that you could take further into Mari or to Substance Painter as a base texture and build up on with that, basically. So first thing I want to do is change the base color of the model to a more grayish, brownish tone as seen in the reference. And I just want to flood the whole model using this color. To do that, you just come up over here to the color tab. But I'm going to dock the color tab for this one, for this tutorial. So come up here and just dock it to the left hand side, and down here on fill object. Oh, actually, first of all, make sure that you have RGB set, turn Z add off. So we just want the color RGB channel on, and leaving the materials alone, basically. So with that being said, let's add the first color. So just want to add it with a fill object, and that should fill the object with that gray brownish hue, like so. And for the toes, they're going to be quite dark, as seen in the reference. They are nearly pitch black. I don't want to use total. Pitch black, because that's not a good color to.
So this is film.
To use on your models. You want to go just a little higher than pitch black.
I'm missing something here. Edit? Is it in the edit mode? Interesting. Stroke. Color spray. And skin 4. What am I missing here?
That's a good enough color for now. I'm just going to fill that object with that. Jump back onto the foot. And the first thing I want to do is set my brush up. Now, I tend to use one brush when I'm doing my concepting, and
it's not in the edit mode, which is kind of weird. Oh, there it goes. Turn that intensity down to, I don't know, 50%, 45%.
just because it gives a more spray paint type feel to it, and it also spreads nicer, I find. You can use whichever brush you like. I tend to use the standard brush for painting with the stroke set to color spray and the alpha set.
Oh, color spray. Alpha set to what? Brush alpha, okay.
to alpha 7, which is kind of like a
like I'm in the wrong object. No, I'm on the right object, okay.
little dots, and this will give your color, this will give your model, when you spray on it, kind of murky type effect to it, and that's because in the color stroke, in the color intensity variance, it's set to 0.2. You can put that higher, you can put that lower. I tend to leave it at 0.2.
Okay. Oh, that's why it's so intense. 0.2. What else do we need?
This just blends the colors, or blends between colors of what you're trying on your model, basically. And it won't be just one color, it will be a slight hue variance to the color that you pick. So if you picked light green, like this one, it'll try to, maybe not light green, it's too bright. Just click on this one, a little darker green. You'll see that it will try to blend the colour between the two. And if you go a little darker, it will try to blend the colours even further. But we're not going to use bright green. We're going to use a lighter, a little darker brown. So we go back to the toe colour. We just bring it up to bring the grey up a bit, and then start adding this colour very lightly. It doesn't have to be a hard pressure. You just want to lightly spray this colour over your model. So that we can still see a little bit of that colour, base color underneath your new color, basically.
Zbrush.
So the foot, and it's always good to keep a reference going when you do these. A reference open on the screen. Just add a bit more variation in tones. Yeah.
Okay, that's the brush. It's intensity of 9.
Now for the scales, we want to make those a dark color, so as dark as the toes are. So we click on the color swatch and we drag and drop it onto the toe. It'll be a color pick, and it'll pick that color. And what we can do, where I created this model using my alpha pack, which you can still get on my ArtStation account.
Am I getting green?
And it's about 25 different scale alphas that you can combine to create reptilian or dragon style model, alpha models. So with that being said, I have my model now. I'm just going to show you quickly how I go about painting it. So here we go. So the first thing you want to do is use a different material to the startup material, whichever startup material that you have. I tend to go for Skin Shade 4, as this gives me a nice blank color to work on, and you can see the color better in this with this material. So the most important thing though to remember is to use references. So I'm going to be using a foot of an emu as reference for my texturing. I'm going to try to make the textures as close to that reference as possible, using the techniques that I know inside of Zbrush. It's not going to be 100% the same, like photorealistic, but it will be enough for a simple color map that you could take further into Mari or to Substance Painter as a base texture and build up on with that, basically. So first thing I want to do is change the base color.
So here's a good question. Why isn't it rotating? Oh, come on now. Don't crash on me. I just set this up. Come on. Okay, good. So once again, why isn't it rotating? Okay, there's the two buttons, right? Left, right, color. Yes, it's allowing me to color. It's not even allowing me to shift. Perspective. Why isn't it allowing me to shift perspective? navigation, turn on right-click navigation and preferences. We've already done that, right? Alt right click. It's not letting me do it. Coloring mode, Zbrush moving camera. I see here. How do I move the camera in Zbrush? Nope. Universal camera. Polypaint. So polypaint, camera moving. Once again, it's not moving, it's not rotating. Why is it not rotating? So let's go into this.
Now, if you hit the comma key and you go to your tools and you say, let's go to that demo soldier here, you're going to see all of the subtools are orange. You're going to see colorize is turned off for all of them. Just like when we were going through and doing subtool organization, where it's like, oh, okay, I just want to look at the shirt, so I tap Alt and then I hold down Shift to touch the eyeball to turn all the other subtools off. And then I can tap the eyeball here, and then the backpack, and the shoulder guard, and I can just look at these three. And I can hold down Shift and turn all the eyeballs off again, or I can choose another object here and hold down Shift and turn on all the eyeballs. Same thing applies to colorize. If you want to hold down Shift and turn on the brush, it'll turn on colorize for all of your subtools. So now even though we have orange selected, it's not colorizing any of the objects. If you hold down Shift and turn off this paintbrush, it'll turn off colorize for everything else. Now what you can do is, if we alt tap the shirt, so we want to paint on the shirt, and we want to paint the shirt red, so of course we're going to have RGB turned on and we start painting. Let's go ahead and change it back to a dot stroke no alpha. So we're painting red on the shirt, and then we move. You're going to see now the shirt has its default white vertices, and we're painting red on it. If we want to go into solo mode, we can. We can change it to a different color, we can paint blue. However, you're going to see that no matter what color I pick, all the other subtools are going to inherit that color, because this shirt is the only one who had its colorize turned on when I started painting on it. Now if I hold down Shift and turn on the paintbrush, it's going to turn off the paintbrush because I had it selected, but if I hold down Shift and turn it back on, it's going to turn on colorize for everything, and now you're seeing the default white value. However, if I hold down Shift and turn off colorize, go to white here, you're going to see if colorize is on, they're all the same color of white. If colorize is off, you're going to see these actually turn a darker gray. So while you're sculpting and selecting subtools, it's a little bit easier to have colorize turned off, because you can see that these are dimmed. In fact, if you go up here to Preferences, Edit, there's a masked object dimming. You hold down Control, that'll tell you, actually that's masked object dimming, so while you're masking, that's how dim it's going to make it. Also inactive subtool dimming is what I meant to bring up. So if the subtool is inactive, it's going to be a 0.75%.
So it doesn't tell me why it's not
or
moving.
75% of this color. So if we alt tap this one, now this one's brighter and these are all darker, so you can change that value in the preferences if you want. But I wanted to bring that up in case you accidentally had colorize turned on for your subtools and you didn't realize it. That's why when I select the arm or the body, it doesn't look like I have it selected, because it is selected, but it's the same color as everything else. If I tap these goggles, it's still going to stay the same color. Now we're not going to get real heavy into materials, but I just want to bring this up while we're talking about it. If you turn on M and you change, right now, if you have M selected, you can, let's go into solo mode here. We have, let's alt tap the shirt again. So with the shirt selected here, right now we have matte cap gray. If we change that to like chrome bright, it's going to change everything.
Once again, he's got everything moving. Is it M? Is that what I'm missing here? That's the material channel. I'm super confused here.
The chrome, if we change it to sketch shader, it's going to change everything to the sketch shader. If you wanted to retain this material, you have M selected, you can go to color, fill object, and now this entire material has been assigned to all these vertices. So if I change this now to matte cap green, nothing's going to change because colorize is turned on and I have a material assigned. If I turn colorize off, then it's just going to inherit the default color, so green, matte cap green, clay, or I can change it back to white. But if I turn colorize back on, it's going to be the sketch shader that I assigned. So if I want to, I can go here to like Chrome B, choose purple or magenta, and now I can paint M. Well, if I paint with just M, it's just going to paint the chrome material. If I do MRGB, it's going to paint the chrome material with pink color. Let's do something a little more obvious. Chrome bright with pink. There we go. Or if I want to, I can go to MRGB intensity with an intensity of 100 and go to color, fill object, and now I'm going to fill it with that material and that color. If I want to, I can change to RGB, and now I can just paint with RGB colors. So I can paint with purple and blue, and I'm just painting RGB values. The material underneath is staying the same. If you want to unassign a material, what you can do is you can go to the flat color with M selected, go to color, fill object, and then choose another, like choose basic material. And you're going to see now the material, essentially when you assign a flat color to all the vertices, it negates everything. So now I have the functionality to go back in and just start cycling through my materials and see which one I want. And then if I want to change it to polyskin, I can go to color, fill object with material selected, and now it's filled with that material. So to kind of bring this all together, let's go ahead and grab that head that we were working on. I'm going to go here to my materials. And actually that's something else I should mention. If we go back to the vest here and go out of solo mode, let's alt tap the shoulder pad. Let's go to matte cap skeleton. Let's go to color, fill object with material assign. Let's tap his body. Let's go to another material, chrome A, color, fill object. So now we have 3 different materials on this person. So again, if I hold down, if I tap C over a color, it's going to inherit that color underneath the cursor. If you also drag out from your color onto your object, that's going to pick a color as well. So it's like you can see a color picker, and you can do that in the interface too. So you can pick the Zbrush orange or the gray or whatever.
But still not
You can also do
rotating.
that with materials. Just click on the material over here and then drag out, and now you can pick this material that's assigned. You can pick bone and you can pick chrome. But to go back to the head here, let's go down here to our standard materials. Let's choose Skin Shader 4. Let's choose something vaguely skin tone. We're going to go to MRGB. We're going to go to color, fill object. Switch this over to RGB. We'll drop our RGB intensity down. We'll have X turned on. We'll change this to a spray, or I guess a color spray. And we'll go in here with maybe some golden zone stuff here. We can change it to a slightly bluish for the neck here, and then we can just hit C to sample this, and then we can kind of brush that in a little bit. We can get a little bit more ruddy, a little bit more red for the nose here, and again you can tap C to sample this. Let's switch from a spray stroke to a dot stroke. S to make our draw size smaller. Change our focal shift back to 0. We can get a little bit more detailed, so let's put some eyebrows on here. So I'm going to go to a darker brown. Go through here, and we can put in some eyebrows here. Now again, it's only going to be able to give you enough resolution based on the underlying geometry. So if we turn on polyframe, you see this isn't super high res. If you want more geometry, you can dynamesh at a higher resolution. You can use Sculptors Pro, which we went over to make this resolution higher. You can Z-remesh and project, which we'll get to it later, and subdivide to get more information here. If we want to clean up this eyebrow, we can tap C to sample this color. Then we can just paint here. And we'll also get into later bringing up Spotlight. You can paint through Spotlight. You can paint textures. So you can grab a texture out of here. You can grab this texture here. You can actually paint with this texture. You can change this to drag rect, and you can paint this texture on there. You can go to Texture Import, bring in your own images. You can hit the comma key, go up here to Textures. You can bring in these. And again, we'll get more in depth in this later. This is, again, just super basic stuff. So again, you can hit C here. You can go through here. We can turn the texture off, go back to a dot stroke here, darken this up. If you want to, you can change it back to a white color. You can go through here. Actually, we'll start with a darker kind of grayish. And we'll kind of paint in that color. And in fact, let's change it from a skin shader to a toy plastic. That's going to be a very shiny material. We'll turn on MRGB, make it a darker gray, and right where this eyeball is, we'll go ahead and paint this in. So this will be a little bit shinier. Now, you'll notice that when we're poly painting, it has a nice soft fall off. When we come to materials, it is basically just on or off. So it's either a face is filled with material or it's not. So that's a little bit different. So we can paint toy plastic in this area. We'll change back to RGB, make this a little whiter color. Go ahead and make this a little lighter. Go to a darker color here, say a dark blue. And again, you can still use masking, so if you want to, you can mask that control with your mask pin, and you can mask this area out. You can control tab to invert that. If the mask is kind of getting in the way or you don't want to see it temporarily, go to your masking menu here, turn off View Mask. And now it looks the same, but the mask is still there, you just don't see it. Then you can go through here and you can paint. Let's grab black, put in a pupil. Let's get a little bit of a lighter blue here. We'll go ahead and just control drag to unmask everything. Now, of course, we would usually have a different subtool there with a material assigned. We're now not quite there yet. Again, just super basics. But hopefully that gets you a pretty good overview of basic poly painting and basic material assignment. One super quick addendum to poly painting that I want to make is it's okay. So we have our brush set up. We have RGB turned on for our standard brush, so we can start painting. We'll choose just a gray, mid-gray value, and then we can start painting on here. So you can see the default behavior is just to paint over that. I can drop the RGB intensity down, and that'll paint less intensity. You can also go over here underneath brush. There's alpha and texture, and in here there's a poly paint mode. If you hover over that, you're going to see 1 is standard, 2 is colorized, 3 is multiply, 4 lighten, 5 darken. Those are like Photoshop brush modes or layer modes. So if we change this to colorize, we switch this to 2, and we do our mid-gray, we just crank our RGB intensity up to 100. You're going to see how that behaves differently now. If we go over here to 3, which is multiply, now those values are being multiplied, lighten, and darken. And of course, number 1 is just, standard.
Let's switch over to Z-spheres.
Another option I want to talk about, it's not RGB specific, you can use it as a sculpt, but if you go over here to your alpha menu,
we'll come back to that. Let's go back to Z-spheres.
I use the hotkey Q.
If you want to sell online, make sure you stand out.
You can effectively pose your characters in ZBrush. There are plenty of ways of doing this. You can do this just through traditional masking, you're just moving your stuff around. But we found that the most elegant and effective way is using Z-spheres through the Transpose Master tool. This is a really quick way, and it's very similar to the way rigging works in traditional 3D software, where you're actually setting up a proper rig. You're setting up a skeleton. So the way we use this is we go under C plugin. And we have the Transpose Master.
Okay. Transpose Master, and then what?
Before you do this though, you need to make sure that your model, in this case, has multiple subtools. So we have a pair of eyes here, and we have the body. So you click the C-sphere rig button, this doesn't do anything directly. But the moment we hit this one, T-pose mesh, everything is going to be converted to a transpose mesh. It's going to
Okay, so let's do that.
do anything directly. The moment we hit this one, T-pose mesh, everything is going to be converted to a transpose mesh. It's going to be merged and go into the lowest subdivision level. So if we have C-sphere rig enabled and we hit this one, we're going to see that we're now in the lowest subdivision, and it has been merged. And on the bottom here we have a little C-sphere. So in terms of where we're placing our rigs now, we generally use the move tool here just to move it around, and we placed.
If you want to sell online, make sure you stand out. Go to Wix e-commerce and create a professional online store that will grab shoppers' attention. Build a state-of-the-art storefront and make it your own. Showcase your products with striking product pages and sell subscriptions. You can practically smell the beans. Go global and display prices in local currencies. Want to boost your sales? Grab a coffee and chat with your customers to offer product advice and send instant coupons. Streamline your checkout process.
Yeah, looks like it worked.
with automated
This on at the root here, which is around where the hips are. Enable symmetry, so it would be in the center line. And then we look at a skeleton here. This is generally...
Okay, so now we need to... Okay. Let's go ahead and enable symmetry. What's it, X? Yep, symmetry is good.
how we place or how we know where to place stuff. This is important due to you need to know where stuff articulates from.
It kind of makes sense just to do it like a regular skeleton, because in this case it's a human, so you want to.
So we definitely want to make sure that it's in the chest, because that's where everything is connected. So move. Let's see here. This to the chest. Oh, that was way off. So this ain't a traditional sphere. Scale. Let's scale this. Move it. Now what?
Place it where the bones actually are.
Yeah, you want to be as true as possible to the original articulation. So with that said, let's start placing some joints here.
So he scaled that. What did he do? He left clicked it? No, that didn't do it. So that's the scale of the new spheres. Is it shift? Nope, shift ain't it. It's gotta be in scaled, I'm pretty sure. There it is. Okay, perfect. So scaling changes that. Excellent. So move. Wants to be like the backbone. Actually, we'll make that the center chest. Yep, perfect. Okay, what's next? Now we draw. Turn on symmetry. Let's start with the backbone. Backbone seems like it'd be the easiest. So that's the center line right there. Okay. Let's try turning off symmetry. No, symmetry is needed. Okay, now draw. Maybe we'll do arms. Arms simply is the simplest.
I use the hotkey Q just to go into draw mode and W to go into move.
Okay, Q and W seems easy enough. Okay, arms. draw. Move.
You click here to make another. I click on the chain to make another C-sphere, and then we can just move this down. I prefer to make my draw radius as small as possible, just so that it doesn't influence any of the other ones.
Yeah, if you make it completely, if you make it 1, then you only affect the one C-sphere that you're currently touching.
Yeah, so that's pretty nice.
Okay. Let's just continue with this. Oh, draw. Whoa. Move. We can do scale, right? So E is scale, yeah. Make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. Scale, make that bigger. Maybe. Oh, why is that so tiny? Let's draw. Scale. How do we delete a Z-sphere? Okay, so deleting, I see, removing Z-sphere. Is it shift? Is it control? Edit mode, turn into edit mode, and you need to hold the Alt key to click the Z-sphere. You will delete it. Alt, okay, Alt. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, there you go. That's wild. is going a lot better than the artwork, at least. Not sure what's going on there. I'm going to have to figure that out. Wait, what just happened there? Okay, I need to delete that one. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and do that with the wings now. if I'm missing anything here.
If you hold on the shift key, you can snap through different views in ZBrush as well, which I find to be quite handy when doing this.
You can make this as advanced or simple as you want. Maybe you just want a quick pose,
Yeah.
when the legs out, the arms up, or whatever. It's just a quick pose to just, get you back into sculpting. Or you can make it super advanced with having all the finger joints available, curl the fingers exactly how you want to. It's a very useful tool.
Yeah, exactly what Morton's saying. I use this a fair bit just for concept sculpting, if I just need to pose my characters up. But also for more advanced things as well, where you need to actually spend some more time in pose.
Yeah, I did a Marvelous Designer tutorial a while back where we actually used this exact base mesh, and she was posed with C-spheres as well.
Yeah.
It's just super quick.
It's so much quicker than doing traditional rigging, because this is also far less technical. If you gotta do traditional rigging, you gotta know so many more things.
And the advantage of this is that you can just keep it all in ZBrush. You can keep it with your mesh that has subdivision levels already, and everything will just transfer to your mesh.
Yeah, it's really quite a useful tool. So we're not going to go too crazy here with the hands, because this just takes too much time for this tutorial. We're not going to bore you with that. But if you want to do this properly, you just drag it out like you do with the body, and you just articulate it like this. You essentially put C-spheres where you want the areas to articulate from. So this was a pretty decent base. So let's test this out. Let's see if this would actually work. This is very much a first pass. It's just so we can see where the arrow is going to be. So if we go under Tool, all the way in the bottom here, we have one called Rigging. And if we hit Bind Mesh...
Oh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. those claws? Whoa, what's that nonsense? make segments of the tail. Right? Preferably at every rib cage. So here, 2, 3, 4, backbone, and then probably every 2. So like 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay, now where's the hips? Hips. You can actually move the tail up a little. Kind of. It's not exactly what we're going for, but that's okay. Where's the hips? Okay, there's the hips right there. Oh, that's not what we're wanting. Actually lined up pretty well. A weird wolf girl, how does one use Zbrush? That's a good question. How does one use Zbrush? So I'm still learning it, so if you have any questions, let me know. Good questions. I was trying to poly paint earlier. And I don't know why it was not moving at all. The object. So I can zoom in, I can color and everything else, so yeah. It's a great question. How does one ZBrush? You'd think coloring would be like the easiest. Nope. So I was like, okay, we're switching over to Z-spheres, so we're not even doing that now. I think poly paint would be the easiest. Nope. But that might be because I don't have the the tablet? Not the tablet, was it the, I guess they are tablets. The painting tablets. I mean, colors are strange. I have to admit, colors are super strange. I thought I did everything right, followed the instructions, and I was like, okay, so why isn't it moving? Because I can't rotate the model, right? I went in and did everything. I was like, what is this nonsense? Because by all accounts, it should have been rotating, and I'm not sure why it wasn't. So I'll have to do research because I was getting nowhere with that. Googled it and everything, watched 3 or 4 tutorials. So I was like, that's... I don't know if I hate to color. I haven't done it yet, so it's kind of like, I mean, coloring might be super easy, and I'm just making it super hard because, you know, sometimes it's just, you know, you're clicking the wrong buttons, and I'm fairly confident I had everything clicked properly, so. I forgot to turn on, symmetry. Okay, now we got symmetry. Now we're good to go. Maybe. I don't see it. Draw, symmetry. Okay, there it is. Might have to do some exploring. Probably offline. Be like, hey, I'm using mouse and keyboard. Why isn't it coloring properly? Why isn't it moving properly? Why isn't the camera moving properly? Because it is coloring, right? I did make it change colors, but the problem is that the camera movement. No camera movement, no detailed works, no nothing that I want. Nothing seems to be working. pretty good. That was weird. Gonna do the neck now. Like there needs to be another Z-sphere here for the shoulder. Yep, that needs another Z-sphere. Joint, joint, joint. Okay, there we go. How about the wing? Needs to be another one. It's already got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So the shoulder rotates at 360, so that's fine. So shoulder, stay straight, arms move back and forth. Yep, okay. Oops. Alright, where's the neck? Needs to be placed at the base of the skull. Pretty good. And then for the neck needs to be right here, here, and right here. Head turn, head turn, head turn, head turn. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's see how they do their skull. Alright, it's a quick save. Always quick save. We got a lot of progress done. Oh, did it stop? Did we stream and stop streaming? What is this nonsense?
Nothing is. No, you haven't really got a message or anything, but now it's been bound to it. So now we use the rotate tool here, and then we can start rotating stuff around. You don't want to use the move one, because then you can see that you might just accidentally move stuff all the way over here, which gets a bit crazy. So
Okay, we're not there yet. We're still
bind mesh now. Now it's nothing.
Where's that head?
But if you
marvelous designer tutorial a while back where we actually used this exact base mesh, and she was posed with Z-spheres as well. It's just super quick.
It's so much quicker than doing traditional rigging, because this is also far less technical. If you gotta do traditional rigging, you gotta know so many more things.
And the advantage of this is that you can just keep it all in ZBrush. You can keep it with your mesh that has subdivision levels already, and everything will just transfer
to your mesh. Yeah, it's really quite a useful tool. So we're not going to go too crazy here with the hands, because this just takes too much time for this tutorial. We're not going to bore you with that. But if you want to do this properly, you just drag it out like you do with the body, and you just articulate it like this. You essentially put C-spheres where you want the arrows to articulate from. So this here is a pretty decent base. So let's test this out. Let's see if this will actually work. This is very much a first pass. It's just so that we can see where the arrow is going to be. So if we go under Tool, all the way in the bottom here, we have one called Rigging.
So you used a single one from the head?
Mesh now you haven't really got a message or anything, but now it's been bound to it. So now we use the
Oh, we're still not there yet. Okay, but it looks like they have a single one, which is kind of weird. I guess it's solid, right? It's solid, so it's not going to rotate or bend any. Is it going to be just like a puppet? We'll try it like a puppet. Sure, we'll try it like a puppet. There's no moving lips or anything. Let's go for it. Why not? We'll trust the experts on this one. Sure. And then the bottom. Let's see here. I feel like I need to break this one in two. Wait. Move this one down like this. Just like a puppet hand. Just like a puppet hand. And rah, rah, rah. Okay, are we ready to test this rig? I think we still need to put more stuff on the wings. Let's go ahead and do that. Because there needs to be at least two. And maybe three here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe three right there. Let's go ahead and do that. Nope. Please tell me the symmetry's on. We'll find out. Okay, symmetry is on. Okay, good. So far, so good. 2. there's double here. There we go. That's not what I was wanting. That was not what I was wanting either. Okay, so this should be connected to that, right? Yeah, it's connected. Okay, I can remove this one, right? There we go. That's super confusing. I'm hitting the wrong stuff. There we go. See how messed up this looks. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Alright, just think about this, right? Just think of all the points that we could be missing. So, hips, tail, perfect. Wings. Just spread out properly. A little bit worried about the head, but I think that's correct. I'm trying to think what else. That's a good question. Are we ready to progress? Are we ready to progress? So I think so. Let's see if I can move this beast. What's this? What is this? Did I click on something? symmetry. Weird. No, that's not the arm. Yeah, it is. Wait, what? Okay. Oh my god, the wing isn't... The wing isn't... Oh my god. The wing isn't mirrored. Okay, so you see here... Okay. Wow. Okay. Glad I checked. Glad I checked. So what is this connected to? Try something. Okay, so that's all connected to that. Surely there's got to be a way to mirror this. Z-sphere mirror. Let's look this up. Let's Google it. Mirroring Z-spheres. Z-spheres. How do you mirror in Z-sphere? So you press transformation, activate symmetry. Yes, already did that. What about stuff that's already been established? Oh, okay. The best thing to do would probably just be to remove it, right? So the right is correct, but the left side's all messed up. We don't want to mirror and weld, right? We don't want to mirror and weld. I think the best thing to do would just be to redo it. Well, that's disappointing. Probably the best bet, though. Best way to guarantee success is alright, let's just remove the shoulder. The shoulder's correct, right? The shoulders are correct. There's got to be a way to mirror this, surely. Topology? Is it topology? No. Rigging. Display properties, polypaint. No, there's a way to do it, but I don't want to do the one thing. Surface, nope. Preview, nope. I think it's under geometry. What would it be? It'd be under topography, right? This is Z-sphere, so this is probably something different. Dynamesh. Okay. Let's just bite the bullet and redo it. I don't want to do this, but whatever. No sense in complaining. Just do it. Just do it. More practice, right? Better practice. Where's our shoulder? That's our lower shoulder. Okay, where's our chest? It's this one right here. Okay, that's bigger now. Let's try this. Scale this down. Move this to chest. Slightly confused on what's going on here. Wasn't having any problems prior to this. Oh my lord, where does this come from? That makes sense. Wait, what? Okay, I'm getting like super confused here. Okay, why is this Z-sphere not working? Okay, there we go. So it was moving earlier. Okay, when in doubt, reload. Okay, this was before I deleted all that stuff. Okay. do want them to be separate, so we'll try something slightly different. Okay, let's try. Let's try this. Let's try. Let's quick save, exit out, come back in. Maybe it just needs the default settings. I don't know what is going on here. So what I'm going to do is try to make a brand new Z-sphere. Yes. Z-sphere, dragon, wing, fix. We're already past the 2-hour mark too. Might be just getting frustrated and I'm making mistakes. That might be it. I mean, it's a pretty simple design. Z-sphere, dragon fixed. Corn. That's alicorn. That's the base. Oh, come on now. Alright guys, I'm getting frustrated. I'll come back to this. I want to take me a break. I'll see you guys in the next episode.